What's going on, guys? Oh my, Godzilla back here with another exciting Godzilla figure review. Guys, today from Bandai America in their Godzilla Monster Series, we take a look at Godzilla 2023, aka Godzilla -1. This figure is actually really nice. Can't wait to jump right in. Oh my god! So this is technically the fourth figure in this Godzilla Monster Series line from Bandai America. Just wanted to quickly show off the packaging. This packaging differing from the packaging for Godzilla 54 and Mechagodzilla 74 because they added these two figures. This guy is out. Godzilla, the Odo Island version, comes out a little later on, I believe this month, maybe early November, but I have that pre-ordered, so stick around for that review. Very excited to get another version of the Odo Island figure. But there's our four figures in the line right now, and then we also have kind of the translucent fusion version of Godzilla 54. But same packaging, just kind of the open face. Really, really flimsy packaging. Two connectors, very easy to cut through there. So there's what it looks like in the packaging. Back to the figure. This Godzilla stands about 4.5 inches tall. Tail to snout's going to be just under 7 inches in length there. So this guy, pretty standard sizing to the other couple Godzilla Monster Series we have. This guy is, I basically consider the Godzilla Monster Series from Bandai America to be the basically Movie Monster Series Junior. It's very reminiscent of kind of the old school Bandai Creation, Bandai America figures that we'd have, except these guys, once again, are going to be smaller than that Movie Monster Series kind of 6-inch line, going to be more about a 4.5 to 5-ish inch line. But this figure, all things considered, very decent. Like I said earlier, fairly reminiscent of the Movie Monster Series, going to be basically a copy and paste, shrunken down. Good detail on the feet. The toe claws are actually painted a slightly different color. They have a little bit more of a greenish to them, so that's kind of nice. Moving up into the feet scales looks good there. Good texture throughout the entirety of the body, especially for being a smaller figure. Paint is applied nicely to the tops of the thighs, kind of the chest and abdomen area. Nothing really on the sides of the body in terms of that paint, but the detail stays very decent. Hand claws are painted again. Inside of the hands, not a ton of detail, but there's some in there. The paint did not make its way into that little kind of underlaying of the fingers, but that's okay. One interesting thing on the face of the figure, no color on this side, color on that side. And we'll take a look at this guy compared to the Movie Monster Series figures shortly. Obviously, this figure is pretty small, so it's hard to see, but the eyes are actually done very well. Black pupil, kind of the goldish colored part of the eye. And it is nice because it is a different, that's like a straight up gold versus kind of the tannish green brown. So that is a different color that we are seeing. Tongue has a tiny bit of detail in there. Top of the mouth, again, a little bit of detail. Side of the mouth, just a touch there. Checking out Godzilla from the other side, just want to give you a good look at this guy. He's actually, like I said, he's actually pretty decent looking. The teeth are not really painted, but they are sculpted in there. You can see them okay. Spines, would have been nice to see a touch of color in there, just meant it makes something stand out a little bit more, but that's okay. Once again, detail looks very good, but we're not going to see any paint on the spines at all in this figure. Bandai America Godzilla Monster Series, Bandai Japan Godzilla Movie Monster Series. Here is that comparison as promised. So, again, kind of that same toe claw color. Very, very, very similar sculpts. Maybe the almost exact same sculpt. Obviously, going to be some slight differences here. And then, obviously, this is a seam here on the midsection, whereas this is just one piece. So, definitely, that's interesting. I wonder why they printed it that way. Maybe it just fit in the machine a little bit better to print this guy in two pieces. Obviously, the Movie Monster Series has more of that paint application throughout the legs, body, lower down on the kind of crotch area, up in the neck. A little bit more of that graying on this side is, again, could be that eye damage that we saw in the movie. So some of that we can see kind of the regenerative stuff on that side of the face. Nothing on this side of the face here. Again, very similar color on those eyes. They did a pretty good job matching that color. Again, Movie Monster Series has no detail really on the back at all. Spines, or not detail, there's great detail. But no paint again. The tail, I feel like the ratio of the tail is almost a little smaller on the Godzilla Monster Series. But maybe it's not. And then the spines definitely look a slightly different. They almost look more detailed. Maybe it's just because it's shrunken down, but they almost look more detailed on the smaller figure here. But it probably is just because it's kind of shrunken down, so everything appears just to be a little bit bigger. I think that is kind of why that looks different. And then obviously the Movie Monster Series gives us a tag. This guy has a box, but very similar, but some slight differences, but probably just a pretty much copy and paste of the same mold. I just wanted a quick shot of this guy compared to the Giant King series figure here. Obviously going to be much smaller, but not a figure under 5 inches, a figure close to 12. So Just wanted to show off that detail, and obviously the King series has a lot of differences sculpt-wise that are either of the movie Monster series and this Godzilla Monster series do not quite have. One that sizes very well is the Super 7 Super Kaiju series figure. Going to be just a little bit bigger. These guys are kind of more of a 5 and change inch figure, whereas this is more of a 4.5. But sizing works pretty well on that series. Just wanted to show him up against his SH Monster Arts counterpart. And the little dude is the Bandai 65th anniversary little figures that we saw in stores a couple of years back. And then here's our full lineup of the 3 standard figures for the Godzilla Monster Series, not including that Godzilla 1954 Fusion translucent version figure, but there's the sizing. Size him up against Mechagodzilla. He's going to be a little shorter than Mechagodzilla, and -1 is going to be also slightly shorter than 54. So there's those 3 figures. 3 figures in the series, not including the translucent. There it is, including the translucent. This figure for me was secured on Amazon, shipped it very quickly, so that was great. I'll post the link in the description below, so you can obviously pick it up on Amazon for yourself. I picked up the 54 Godzilla and the Mechagodzilla 74 at Target, so I'm wondering if these guys will make their way to Target. I'm wondering if they share the same SKU number, but there is the barcode if anyone wants to try and take that to a Target store and see if they can, see if an employee can help them out with that. Like I said, I'm not sure. For me, way easier to just wait a couple days and pick this up on Amazon, not even have to leave the house. So that is the method I chose. Probably the best method to do. And then, like I said, the Odo Island Godzilla comes out very soon. So definitely make sure that you stay tuned for on the channel. I'll be getting that guy here any day now. And I'll snap a review for that one as well. So this has been the Godzilla Monster Series, Godzilla -1, Godzilla 2023 figure in that new line from Bandai America. Guys, I am super excited that Bandai is getting back into this, Bandai America. It's great to see these things on shelves. Great to have Bandai kind of back in stores. It reminds me of the old school days when I first started collecting Godzilla stuff, going to Toys R Us specifically, and being able to see all those Bandai Godzillas lined up on the shelves. Definitely amazing. I hope we continue this line. I hope they continue expanding. They give us some more. Obviously, we've got 3 different Godzillas and a Mechagodzilla, so it'd be great to see more different variants of Godzilla, and then obviously getting in some more other Kaiju. Very, very cool. Very excited about the potential of this line. I hope they start kind of doing the waves like Bandai America originally did. This could be, there's full wave 1. Got the fun translucent 54. It'd be awesome to see a translucent version of this guy, or a gold version, kind of reminiscent of the Bandai. For the Oscars win Godzilla. That would be super cool. And then just keep pumping out some more figures. So guys, let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you could have Bandai America release another figure or a whole wave. Give me wave 2. 4 to 5 figures in your wave 2. I'm very curious to see what you guys want from Bandai America in this kind of smaller scale Movie Monster Series Junior style set. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.